Well, let's now bring in Okey, Barrister Joe Okey. He is the legal advisor for the Labour Party in Lagos State, and he is in our Lagos studios to take a look at the crisis currently rocking the Labour Party. Thank you so much for being here. You know, the last couple of days has been interesting, especially looking at conversations all across board with regards to the crisis in your party. But you, as a stakeholders, talk to us about what you make of what is really going on, especially in the Ogun State chapter of your party.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, for the purposes of correction, I'm not the legal advisor for Lagos State Labour Party, but I'm a stakeholder and a House of Reps candidate for Oshodi Solo constituency too. That's to put the record straight. First of all, political parties have constitution and there are processes of disciplining any member of any political parties. And if any member of the party is meant to be disciplined, there are procedures, and those procedures are meant to be followed. In the Labour Party per se, when any of the party members violates any constitution, it will be referred to the ward level. At the ward level, there's a panel that will sit up on that very issue. And the particular members will be given a fair hearing, will be called upon to speak on those allegations. Failure to do that, then that will be the time the ward level will recommend. That will recommend a disciplinary action that will be forwarded to the national level. It is not a decision that will be taken unilaterally by any stakeholders of the party. So I find it that a group of people came together and said that they have expelled the Deputy Director General of P2B Campaigns Organization. In any event, it is the prerogative of the presidential candidate to nominate the Director General of his team. And it must not be that he must be a member of the party. It is the prerogative of the presidential candidate. So I don't see any grounds where some group of people who consider themselves leaders of the Ogun State Party to expel, and in their word they say expunge. You expunge a document, not to expunge a person. So I don't think they have any grounds for them, and they have no locus to do that. So I think what have gone beyond their scope, and I consider it laughable for somebody to begin to exercise authorities where he doesn't have. The Constitution does not empower the publicity secretary, as it is, or the acting publicity, to expel a member of the party, but rather any infraction or any way that the party member has gone contrary to do, it will be referred to the ward level. The party starts at the ward level, and from the ward level, it goes to the local government before it goes to the national level. So a group of people come together and say, we have expelled you because we don't like your face. Then if they have any personal grudge with him, it is better to sort it out in any appropriate authority places, and not to use the party as an instrument to stabilize themselves and stabilize the party. The party is united, and the party is moving forward to win the 2023 election, because we have never had it this good. P2B came into the party and brought an organic movement to move people from where they are to where the consciousness of the party is being pronounced, and people are getting more aware on political participation. So that is a major concern. A major concern is to go 2023 election and win the presidential election, and win the gubernatorial election, and win the National Assembly, and we have the capacity. The people are there to work, and the people are willing to do the work. So I just want to consider the actions of the acting publicity secretary and the so-called Ogun State chairman of the party are laughable, it's ridiculous, and it's absurdity for two people to come together and say, we have expelled the Director General of a party or of a presidential or campaign organization, which is the prerogative of the presidential candidate to do. So they don't have the right, they don't have the locus to do it. It is an exercise in futility. So people should discountenance such a pronouncement. It has no basis by the Constitution, and it cannot stand. That is my simple response to it.
Right. Well, you're saying it cannot stand, but at the end of the day, they are not actually removing him as the campaign director general for PTLB, but they are saying as a member of the Labour Party is where they are holding on to, which we know that it is local. But at the end of the day, in all of this, one wonders the internal mechanism of resolving certain conflicts within the Labour Party and any other political party. Where does that come into play here, especially with regards to what is at stake here? Like you have said, the Labour Party has a wave right now, and you know, some observers would say all of this infightings within the party might impede its chances, if not resolved as soon as possible. So, internal mechanism to resolve this crisis within the party. Where are we on that?
Just like I said, that there's internal mechanism to resolve any crisis or misunderstanding or alleged injustice to any members of the party. First of all, you must go to the ward. And from the ward, you go to the local government level, and you probably put up a petition or protest to the national leadership of the party, NWC. And this has not been done. So when there are two people, because they have a personal grievances against an individual and come together, so we have expelled you, the party does not, it doesn't work that way. There's an internal mechanism for party to resolve their differences. And this is well known in political parties. So what they have done is outside the political setting, political party setting, and I promise it will not stand. They don't have the right and they don't have the requisite constitutional backing of the party to do it. Therefore, it cannot, it's an exercise in futility. And it has not gone in any way to change the movement, the organic movement of Labour Party to win the next year's election. So it is a personal grievances from all, because I watched the documentation and I noticed that it is personal grievances between the publicity secretary and the national chairman against Dr. Donye Okey. So it's a personal grievances. If they have any personal grievances, they have a right place channel to do it. They can go to police or go to any place and report their case. But if it's going through the constitution of the party, they have to, there's a mechanism provided by the constitution of the party to resolve differences, and they have not utilized it. And whereby you have not utilized it, you cannot put something or nothing, expect it to stand. Having put something or nothing, it cannot stand. That's the true position of it. There's an internal mechanism of resolving crisis, and the party have a constitution. Do they go through the constitution of the party to resolve it? Absolutely no. It is personally, what I'm understanding from after watching the documentary is that they felt that, oh, this is our time to demarcate Dr. Donye Okey, but it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. And you can see there were laying allegations that because they... Hello?
Well, Barrister Joe Okey, we'll just have to wish you and your party, the Labour Party, well in the forthcoming polls. And for now, I'd have to say thank you so much for helping us unpack all of this tonight on the program.